Hello and welcome people to the internet. My name is Jake Dragon7 and welcome back to Shovel Knight. Yeah, whatever. So today we're going to be heading to fight our first member of the Order of No Quarter, King Knight in the Pridemore Keep. So yeah, let's get going here. Yeah, strike the earth. Let's go. Now real quick, there's actually a little secret if you head left. Oh wait, don't break this. I need this. Head over here. And there we go, we have an extra music sheet. And I believe also, could be wrong about this, but if I'm not mistaken, yeah. You head up here, and you can also see the logo of Yakob Games, of course, the creators of Shovel Knight, so that's pretty cool. And then we gotta head back. So, alright. Yeah, just a little Easter egg you can get. Alright, 999. Oh god, it looks, really frustrating, honestly. Alright though, so let's head down here, continue through the level. Now these enemies, I believe you can only get gold from if you hit them yourself. If they hit a wall, then they actually just destroy themselves, and I believe, oh no, they do give stuff. But, maybe my memory's just faulty here. No, I'm not gonna go back for that. Oh boy, I just barely missed that. Yeah, the fire does deal more damage than your average enemy. And I believe actually if you do only break that top block, you can just jump up here without going around, but kind of forgot about that. Either way, it's a pretty tricky maneuver, so not really a huge deal, but there's a little shortcut you can use, I guess. Alright, so yeah, you could just made it through. And we're gonna head up. And one thing I just want to, of course, I think I did compliment this game on it last episode as well, but I think it really starts to shine here because I'm personally not a massive fan of the first level's music. It's still good, don't get me wrong, it's really good. But I feel like most people hold it to a much higher standard than I do. Yeah, like most people sing more highly of it than I do. But especially like here, like, oh my god, the music in this game is just like so good. It's just really good. There's not really much more I can say about it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I gushed about it in my Challenge Mode series as well, but this game's soundtrack is just awesome. Like, seriously. Like, I really admire Jake Kaufman. Like, I want to be, like, the next Jake Kaufman, which kind of which works for me because my name's Jake. Yeah. Because when I want to be, in the future, an indie game developer, and one of the things I do want to do is compose, because I do write music. Of course, my family tracker covers that I at least have a vague understanding of music. Now, like I said last episode, you can break the checkpoints in most of the levels, so I'm going to be doing that. You do get money, but of course that checkpoint is now broken, so you can't actually use it until, honestly, like, you start the level, I guess, but yeah. But from this point onward, well, not throughout the entirety of the game, but of course, through this playthrough of this particular level, I won't be able to use that checkpoint, so I'm going to make it to the next checkpoint before I can have a checkpoint. How many times I think I said the word checkpoint right there? Alright, oh, and I feel like there is gold up there that you could bounce up and get off of the guy's shield, but I missed it. Oh damn, forgot about that little secret. Yeah, there's a lot of like hidden gold you can get in this game if you're just able to like kind of figure all these things out. Usually pretty quickly, you gotta be kind of quick with noticing everything, but the game, like I said last episode, this game has a ton of secrets like that. Very, very well made. Okay, yeah. So just like in Mega Man, spikes are an instant kill in this game, so you gotta be very careful of spikes. Luckily, I had invincibility frames, so... Oh god. Okay. So yeah, I was a little nervous here. We're there. So now we're heading to here. Let's see here. Alright. Be very careful not to jump on those bottom two chandeliers at all, because it's there where you usually get back. You're not gonna believe it, I just found this chest. Let's see, yes, the flare one. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you don't get them here, I don't even think it matters whether or not you actually find Chester. But if you're able to just find the weapons at all, like the items at well, yeah, if you just beat the level, then, so I'm pretty sure it is. You can buy them from his location in the town. So in case you're not much of an explorer yourself, or you end up not having the money in a specific level, then yeah, you can go back. Now, of course, good thing I didn't break that checkpoint. Now, the way checkpoints work in this game, it's actually, well, not checkpoints. The way dying works in this game is one that, and again, another thing I just find really, really enjoyable about this game. And it's the exact same thing twice, seriously. But basically, this game does not have lies. When you die in this game, you simply lose money, which is still a very valuable resource. So you don't want to do that. I am an idiot. I'm a complete moron. But yeah, so the way it works is that you do have one chance to regain your money after you die. Of course, I did lose my chance related to that first death, but I can still get back that money. I probably just have to run under that. So yes, you have one chance to regain your lost money, and after that, it disappears permanently. So as you can see, that time I did get the money I lost back. Luckily, I'm not being completely brain dead this time. Well, that life. Alright. So yeah, so I guess right now I can showcase the flare wand. As you can see, it's just a very basic projectile. Not too useful. It takes up, let's see here, 4 magic. Alright, not actually that much. A lot of other things take it more magic. So yeah, overall, pretty useful magic. It's one that'll kind of benefit you throughout the entirety of the game, which is kind of why I enjoyed so much. Oh, okay, good. Okay, still get out there. But yeah, it is definitely, like I said, it's one of the more useful ones. And actually, let me break the other two. Well, the other two, but I was not supposed to be pressing it. Let me see if I can still make it up here. Yes. Okay. Perfect. But yeah, so it is, like I said, one of the more useful of the spells in this game. It does get kind of, it doesn't really lose its, I guess, value that much. Yeah, it doesn't really lose its value or, like, potency that much. Because throughout the course of the game, you never really increase your shovel strength. You can gain new shovel abilities, and you can add abilities to your armor, but overall, your stats really don't change throughout the course of the game. So, the fact that the, flare wand still deals the same amount as the shovel, you know, like I said, it just doesn't really, like, even though it stays like that, I mean, the shovel stays the same too, so it kind of ends up being useful throughout the entirety of the game. Whereas a lot of the other relics are a lot more situational, the flare wand definitely isn't. It's probably the most universal. It's one of 2 relics I'd say is, like, useful from the period you get it to the very end of the game in every situation. There's only one other one like that, and it doesn't come until very late game, but I'll admit it is my favorite relic. So, can't wait to get that one. I mean, like, the next one we get, the one we get in the next level is, well, the same thing. Yeah, the one we get in the next level is another one that is pretty useful throughout the entirety of the game. Like I said, a lot of the relics are unfortunately pretty situational, but the flare wand is not one of those that's very situational. Alright though, so that little ramble aside, we're going to continue exploring through the Pridemore Keep. So yeah, now I believe, okay. So there are pits where those, things, and apparently a wall. Yeah, those drapes do just tend to cover a lot of stuff at the level. There are a lot of areas where there'll be drapes, and then behind them there'll be like hidden treasure and stuff. Excuse me. So the drapes basically just serve as an overlay to hide like gold. Not that complicated. Like I guess in that case we like pets. Doesn't look like you can break through that. All right, now I'm trying to remember. I think we just have to head back to that other area now. Yeah, so we just have to head back to that area where we went up. Obviously, this isn't exactly on the main path. It is a secret area. Alright, now the mice respawn. Yeah, I was hoping that would be a snipe there. Yeah, just going for the snipe. Fortunately, didn't get it. But yeah, not like it really matters. I mean, it was a kind of pointless thing to do anyway. So you can get through that. Unfortunately, you can't get up here with just your jumps. At least not if you're playing a Shovel Knight. Then, yeah, if you guys want me to, I will do a playthrough with Plague Knight one day, but I don't plan on doing it like immediately after this. I feel like it could be something to do though. Like I could use it in the same situation like this though. If I'm ever in a rut and I need to play something really short and it's just simple. Yeah, like just one of the last like less than 10 episodes. Plague Knight's story could be perfect for that. I remember it being a little bit longer than Shovel Knight playthrough. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is a bit longer. But nonetheless, I mean, it's still not like a super long game. And I do want to say again, because I'm sure I'm going to say this in the update. I haven't actually recorded that yet. I'm going to record the update as soon as I'm done recording these first few episodes of this Let's Play. But I really am sorry that I've had to put both my other series on hiatus for so long. It's just that I was very lazy about getting my first nunchuck, or my new nunchuck. And now I don't know what's wrong with even just the controllers. Like, I think I have to get new Wiimotes and a new Wii Motion Plus, and it's just... But at this point, I might even have them. Because admittedly, I'm going to try to order them very soon, but... Keep in mind, dude, this is being recorded pretty far in advance, but, like... Still, I mean, it's not something I really wanted to keep, like... Oh, crap. I mean, it's not like... But yeah, it's just not something I've wanted to be canceled for so long. Or not even canceled, just on hiatus. Also, I do want to say, if you're curious... I probably will, again, I'll say this in the update video. But once those series come back, this will probably just become a, Random Thursday series. That I'll most likely get a lot of uploads on, Rerun Fridays. Oh, crap. No. It's gonna... Oh, yes, okay, my timing was perfect there. Woo! What was that? What was that mouth noise? Mouth noises are weird. Alright, though, so yes. We are right about the end of this level, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, sometimes that'll be a thing. There'll just be bombs in the trees. Yeah, so that's nice. Also, no, you cannot just pogo on this guy's head because he has the helmet. Curious. Alright, so let's see. Alright. Now, here we go. This is the boss fight. Alright, here we are fighting King Knight. This is a very, very easy and simple boss fight. Not much more complicated than the Black Knight fight, especially if you have the what is it? The Flare Wand. In fact, this is a fight that's very easy to do a no-hit run of. Again, especially if you have the Flare Wand. Actually, I think I'm already out of magic, but still. Nonetheless, I actually remember my first time playing through this game, I did this, like, only taking... I think it was even a no-damage one, but it might have taken 1 or 2 hits. But I was very shocked. I think it's also because I did the other level we can do right now, the Lich Yard, before this, which was a huge mistake because the Lich Yard is a much more difficult level. I actually think we're going to go tackle that next. Yeah, just so you know, these videos might be longer than the other Let's Play videos, or the other videos of my Let's Play series. The last one was a bit shorter, but that's because I kept this level out of it. Because I think we will just go tackle the Lich Yard right now. But anyway, yeah, I remember just being really shocked because the boss for the Lich Yard is very difficult compared to this fight. Yeah, the flare, and the other thing too is I didn't have the flare one because, like I said, I did that level first, and you get the flare one from this specific level. So it's kind of like, just so you know, I will tackle that next episode. But I think if I'm going to go through the Lich Yard now, I'll just, if I'm going to go through the Lich Yard, I'll just do it now. All right. But yes, it's like I did this first. I didn't have the flare wand. The boss was so hard without the flare wand. You don't even understand. The flare wand does make it fairly easy, but oh boy. Now, this is basically a graveyard type of level. It's a very Castlevania vibe. Even though I haven't played Castlevania, I do know quite a bit of. Well, I do know a decent amount about it. And I would say this is very much Castlevania. But one thing I do have to say, the music for this level is awesome. Like seriously, it's one of my favorite songs in the game. And I actually played it. I learned how to play it on piano. It was a pretty bad cover because we had to do it, like, you know, my DJ had to do it from ear, and it was like one of the first times we kind of learned the song from ear. And this is a very, very difficult song to learn by ear. Honestly, a lot of this game's soundtrack is kind of tricky to just learn by ear, but it's like you can do it. But it was pretty difficult because you couldn't even figure out like a bass line. I think at first I just played chords. If you want, I also played it as a medley with the Four-Side theme from Earthbound, which, admittedly, Four-Side sounded a lot better because I had sheet music to write off of that time, and it was just an easier song. If you want me to, I could upload it, but it's probably going to be absolutely awful. I mean, by that point, I've been playing piano for a little over a year. I think it was a pretty impressive cover for that specific period of time. Like, considering just how, like, how would I even word the sentence? Considering how short, like, or like how not. What am I even trying to say here? Considering how I've been pretty like fairly new to piano, I feel like it is an impressive cover just for the amount of time I had been playing, because you know it was not a very long period of time. But it's still not. It just was very like off in a lot of ways. And also, if I do upload it, I just want to let you know the piano I was playing on. Like this wasn't my fault. This was just the fault of people that were hosting it. The piano that I was playing on was like 1 or 2 notes flat, so the song does sound. They both sound pretty off. So really, like, you can definitely recognize them, but they sound very off compared to the originals. But that, like I said, that wasn't my fault. That was just the piano's fault. Not really anything I could have done about that. But yeah, I remember just playing this. It's a very, very fun song to learn, but it was also pretty tricky. It was my first. It was also kind of a learning experience for me because it was one of the first times I'd played a song with like triplets, which is basically when you have 3 notes in a space that should only be taken up by 2 notes. If that makes any sense. It's probably a bad way to describe it, but if you play music, then you probably know what a triplet is. Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of writing music. I know I don't really post any of the music I write. I might at some point or another. I might post some of the music that I write. I know right now I don't do that, but I use a lot of triplets in my music. Yeah. So anyway, why don't we talk a little bit about the level. So right here we have this, pretty common, you see this pretty commonly in games, the flashing lights gimmick, where you can't really see things that are, you can't see things until there's like flashes of lightning. This is something I first saw in Mario Galaxy, although I've heard it's also in like a few RPGs and stuff, so. And right here, you can actually, okay, I kind of went the longer route in taking these guys out, but there's a bomb in that tray. Whatever it is, so yeah, cool. Alright, so. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I think actually if you hit this one twice, it goes up twice as high. This is actually something I remember that I don't even remember if I figured this out the first time I played the level. Like, I didn't know how you could knock those, plants up. I know that sounds really weird, but. Yeah, that definitely sounds really weird, but I'm sure you know what I meant. Nothing really that creepy. Just trying to make sure I don't die here. Alright, so I think there is one more. Okay, yeah, we're pretty decently through the level. Now for these platforms, you'll have to basically get ahead of one of those guys and have it just on the platform, and then it'll fall. And one thing I just want to say about this game is that the level design in this game is so creative. Like, there's so much variety in this game. It's just crazy. Like, it's one thing I've heard phrased about this game a lot, and yeah, it's very true. There's just so much variety in this game. It makes it so much fun to play through. Especially when, like, your first time, it's just. I mean, your first run's obviously going to be like a great experience, but even like after that, it's just like. It's still so much fun, especially if you go for like New Game Plus and stuff. Because later on, this game does become pretty challenging. Not like super difficult, like not even really NES difficult, but I mean, it is a retro game, so you'd expect more challenge than like. I don't know. It's like I guess like a modern Mario game. Like, you'd expect more challenge than that, and you definitely do get a more challenging experience than that. This game definitely tricked me up quite a bit my first time playing through. Alright, so what you have to do here is, let's see if I can make this work. We have to get this head over to that platform there, or like that, whatever these weird bone things are called. Let's see here. Kill the frog. Leave here, you have to just follow the path of the gems to get all the money. I think I missed a secret, but I don't think these guys are gonna respawn. Maybe they will. Oh no, they do. And they're dead. The undead are now dead. Alright. You see, we can't get back up there, but we do have a relic from Chester right here. Alright, this is the phase locket? Yes, phase lockets. So what this basically does is it'll briefly turn you invincible. This takes 8, so it takes 8 magic, which is a lot more than the flare one. It's actually twice as much. Now, this relic is this is one of my sort of trilogy, I guess, my holy trilogy of relics, I guess is what I'll call them. So basically, this is one of the 3 relics in the game that I think is pretty useful throughout the entirety of your quest. Again, like I said earlier, a lot of the relics are pretty situational, but some, like, the flare one definitely isn't, and the phase locket is another one that, if I can just get up here. Thank you. But yes, the phase locket is another one that I'd say is very far from situational. There are a lot of times when you're going to want to use it to just avoid things. Maybe try to walk over a spike path, and there are a lot of situations where you can kind of get out of sticky situations by just using it like a very like split second type of rate. Yeah, there's just a lot of situations where it can save you. A lot of boss fights have become a lot easier with the phase locket because you can just kind of have an easier time avoiding their attacks. If it's kind of like a bullet helly fight, then it definitely makes the fight a lot easier having the phase locket. Or things like that. Like I said, you know, I wouldn't say it's quite as useful as the flare wand. I feel like that one's a lot more useful, but still, like I said, the phase locket nonetheless is one of the more useful relics. One of the ones you're going to be seeing more often. Actually, come to think of it, there are probably, I mean, I might be missing 1 or 2 from the town as well. But there are, I guess, kind of 4 relics that are more useful, but I feel like the 4th one isn't quite as useful as the other 3. Like that one, even like that one, is a bit more situational than the other ones that I'm going to be kind of pointing out as being particularly useful. Alright though, so yeah, nonetheless though, no wait, I don't know why I said nonetheless. But yes, moving on, we're back to one of these sections. I actually think we're pretty close to the end here. I can make that. Oh, come on, I'm so close. Oh no, that was definitely too early. And yeah, there we go. Finally, jeez. All right. Just trying to keep track of where I am. It's a little bit difficult when you kind of can't see anything clearly. Alright though, let's head on here, and here we are. Alright, the final checkpoint, and here we are at the boss of this area, Specter Knight. Ooh, spooky. Alright, let's go here. Also, one thing, I don't think I pointed this out in the, what was it? King Knight fight, because I was kind of more focused on just talking about the fight and how damn easy it is. But one thing you may notice here is that the music for the fight is actually taken from the levels theme. This is one of those games. Very similar to, say, Grant Kirkhope, or like just Rare in the N64 days, and I already ran out of magic. That sucks. But very similar to the Rare N64 games, where they do the same thing, where they make a more like fast-paced version of the level theme for the area's boss fight. Namely in Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie. And there were times in Banjo-Kazooie as well, but that game didn't really have boss fights. Now, I actually ran through the fight pretty quickly, but like I said, this fight can be pretty easily achieved with the flare wand. Without the flare wand, and especially like if you didn't have the phase locket either, this fight is hard. Trust me, my first time playing through this fight, I spent at least 10 minutes trying to beat this guy. It was not fun. It was fun because this is a very fun game, but it was not easy. It was very, very challenging. Alright though, so that just about wraps up this episode of Let's Play Shovel Knight. I am of course going to go through this little dream sequence here, but yes, that is about all we're going to be doing for today. Now, of course, last time it was just kind of completely empty, but this time there will be enemies to face, and it's going to be like that every time from here on out. But the bright side here is that you can get a bunch of gold, so that's sort of the point of the areas. These are basically just bonus levels. Let's see here. And you don't have to be holding your arms out, you just have to make contact with her. And then, of course, you can bury these bonfires to get extra gold, and you'll get a free meal ticket. So. Alright everyone, so that will be it for this episode of Let's Play Shovel Knight. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and in the next episode we're going to be taking care of basically everything else we can look at in this area of the map, and we may move on and do one extra level in the next area of the map with our next 3 members of the Order of No Quarter. Alright, well, see you all then.